Alright, good morning everyone. This is Karos, and I'll be bringing you a video review of the new or revamped Earthquake build. So, this is for patch 2.4 here on Season 5. And Earthquake is a fun build when it first came out, especially when Loot Socks was already available. It's just that it really lacked that damage really needed in order to be boosted or in order to be useful on higher difficulty. Right, so right now for Season 5 patch 2.4, that is already fixed, or there were items that are able to support that build. So I'll just showcase that in a few. Alright, so for patch 2.4, the main highlight were the set items. So most or all of the set items are now 6 to 7 set pieces, right? So this really gives you a lot more options on trying to build your character around it. So for Might of the Earth set, as you can see, 2 new pieces were added, which would be the chest armor and the boots. Because before, if you remember, loot socks were the choice of boots for this slot. So right now, we have boots for the Might of the Earth set. Alright, so yeah, let's go over the set real quick. So for the 2-piece bonus, you have reduce the cooldown of Earthquake, Avalanche, Leap, and Ground Stomp by 1 second for every 30 Fury you spend with an attack. And this is really helpful because it would allow you to spam your skills, especially for the Leap. So for the 4-piece set, so Leap causes an earthquake when you land. Additionally, Leap gains the effect of the Iron Impact rune, and rune's effect and duration are increased by 150%. So right now, as you can see, my toughness is currently at 24 million, and once I do Leap, it increases to 198. So this really gives you a more option to for survivability, because if you remember back then, whenever you do Leap, especially in a group of mobs or in an elite pack, you instantly die once they start hitting you, right? So this is really gonna save you from all that added survivability. So we also have the new 6-piece set bonus, which is increase the damage of Earthquake, Avalanche, Leap, Ground Stomp, Ancient Spear, and Seismic Slam by 800. So in terms of DPS, this really would be the highlight of the damage in terms of doing the Leapquake Barb. Because before, even though in terms of percentage, Earthquake is really the highest, it's just that since this is damage over time or dot, it's not really gonna be an instant quick kill compared to other builds like Hammer of the Ancients build, right? So, or Charge Barb. So for this one, this is really a big boost in terms of AoE damage as well. Now, the other added damage or bonus would be the Blade of the Tribes. So for patch 2.4 season 5, there were a lot of new items. The Blade of the Tribes is one of them. So as you can see, it already has an earthquake damage. The increased earthquake damage scales from 150 to 200%, and the secondary affix gives you War Cry and Threatening Shout would cause an avalanche and an earthquake. So what I mentioned earlier, so you can do this combo. So you do the Leap and then you spam shouts, and you do the boulder toss. It refreshes the cooldown of leap, and you repeat.
Need more time.
And then you just simply cast Earthquake and Battle Rage in between. So this is really fun, especially if you have a lot of mobs to take care of, especially in higher difficulty, so you can see them easily melt. Alright, so of course, we also have the new Dread Iron. So, patch 2.3, I believe, or 2.2. Yeah, I think it's patch 2.3. Um, Dread Iron had an added second affix, or a new affix, which was the avalanche caused whenever you do ground stomp. And you're probably wondering, why am I using this belt and I don't have ground stomp on my skill bars, right? Well, that is because the added bonus on the primary skills is the avalanche damage. So it scales from 150% to 200%. So pretty much you'll be spamming avalanche whenever you cast shout,
Still recharging.
and whenever you cast earthquake. Oh, sorry, not earthquake. Yeah, just the shout. So there's gonna be an uptime in terms of
Need more
casting
time.
or spamming it. Alright, so of course, since we have boulder toss here, this actually explains why we have that included on the build. Because for the new set bonus, 800% damage also includes the ancient spear. So you boost that up using Scholar's Salvation. This is the new legendary bracer, and it gives you increased damage of ancient spear boulder toss specifically of 100% or by 100%. When your boulder toss hits 5 or fewer enemies, the damage is increased by 120 to 150%. So like I mentioned earlier, so you do your combo, then you do your boulder toss, and
Not ready
just
yet.
keep on repeating that cycle. Alright, so that also explains why you have focus and restraint here. So since your primary fury generators would be your leap
Still
and
recharging.
your shout, so that would be the one to trigger your resource generating attack, and then for your resource spending, it's gonna be your boulder toss, and of course the battle rage. Oh, I'm sorry, not battle rage, just the boulder toss, because you're supposed to hit an enemy for that to be triggered. Alright, so well, for the items, mainly cooldown, I'd say really important, since you really need the shouts to be refreshed right away. So I have cooldown on my shoulders, on my gloves, also on my rings. Well, if you could get a cooldown for this one with crit damage, that's also fine, but probably I'd just go for the damage, since it's not
Not
really
ready
take
yet.
that long for the cooldown of both skills. Alright, so I have the Hellfire Amulet, mainly for the extra passive, but you can actually go for other anti-elemental amulets like Zephyrian Amulet, the Countess, or you can go for Eye of Etlich. Eye of Etlich gives you additional damage reduction from range attacks, especially if you're gonna be doing melee melee range, since you need to leap from one group to another or one pack to another. Alright, so let's go over to the skills. So again, we have the boulder toss. Throw a giant boulder that expends all remaining fury to deal 20% weapon damage for every fury expended. So let's say, for example, that's 191 max fury, so times 20%. So that's gonna be a very huge damage buff. And leap that from above. Now the set already includes an additional rune for your leap. So every time you leap, so there's gonna be an extra toughness added. So using that from above rune is gonna be the best option here for this one. Well, you can also probably go for Call of Ariat, or yeah, Call of Ariat, so that whenever you do leap, it will try to suck the or pulling the enemies within range or within area. But one of the reasons why you don't need to use that is because of the earthquake skill, which is cave in. So 24 yards are pulled in towards you, or all enemies within 24 yards. Alright, so we also have Battle Rage, Bloodshed. We have Impunity for Warcry. You can probably go with Hardened Wrath, but I really prefer additional non-physical damage. And we have Falter, so increased damage for 6 seconds. The aim of this build is to quickly melt large mobs or elite packs. So instead of using reduced damage, I'm actually gonna go for more damage, especially for solo build. So for the gems, I'm currently using Bane of the Stricken. This is gonna be for Rift Guardians specifically, and the Bane of the Trap, since you'll be doing close range attacks whenever you do leap. And for added toughness, it's gonna be the Esoteric Alteration. So gain 20-ish non-physical damage reduction. Blow life, your resistance to cold, fire, lightning, poison, and arcane are increased by 75%. So for Kunai skill, we have the Furnace for added elite damage up to 50%, and we have the Loot Socks, which is really important since this build won't be possible without the Loot Socks. That really plays a big role. And we have the Band of Might. So the Band of Might is a new revamped item. They added an affix where after casting Furious Charge, Ground Stomp, or Leap, take 60 reduced damage for 8 seconds. So it stacks with Iron Impact. There you have it. Alright, so yeah, so before we proceed with the gameplay, I really apologize if the video is a bit laggy. This is my first video, and I'm still currently working on improving the FPS, or how the video will go smoothly. But nonetheless, hopefully you'll like it. Alright, so I've opened up a rift here for Tormenix. How far was I able to go in terms of solo Greater Rift? For solo Greater Rift, I was able to actually go as high as level 70 or tier 70 earlier. So I thought I won't be able to make it, but yeah, it was really a fun experience, and I was able to get the key items that I really need. So all I really need to do is to convert all of my items or pieces into set items, and probably augment or add a few more strength for added TPS. Alright, so yeah, I have actually killed most of the enemies here. So yeah, so let's
Still recharging.
enemy to spam everything. So as you can see, the combo for the earthquake and avalanche alone is already enough to kill most of the white mobs. Then your boulder toss will be the finishing effect for that. Let's see if I can still find an enemy here, so that you guys can see how strong this build has already become since the latest patch.
Die!
Okay, I'm afraid there's no more attacks here. Spend my
Not ready yet.
ancient spear.
Need more time. You cannot stand before me.
Alright, let's see. Alright, so here's gonna be our first lead back. So again, all you need to do is to jump, and while you
Still
do,
recharging.
see if you can cast other spells that you have, and if
I
there
need
is
fury.
still life left on the lead pack or the mob, then you can use boulder
I'm
toss, and then just simply repeat the process until you are able to kill off all enemy
Not ready yet. We'll get those smiles on me.
on screen. Alright, so that's about it for now. I
I
hope
need to
you
go
like the
back.
video.
Need
So
more fury.
you guys can like, comment, and share if you want to. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to release another video, another smoother video of other barbarian builds and probably some of my other character or class builds, like the Demon Hunter and Wizard and Crusader, because that's what I created for Season 5. Alright, so yeah, thanks for watching. Ciao.